Blessed be. Today is April 12th, and it is National Grilled Cheese Day. Here's another holiday I can get behind. I actually competed in a grilled cheese competition last year. It was an ancillary competition at a steak cooking competition, and I thought the grilled cheese would be within my wheelhouse. But I do have to admit, I came in last, and I came in last by a lot. I made a bacon apple white cheddar grilled cheese. But and I think this is what my problem was, is I changed the tool I used to slice the apple into slices that day. So it was the tool I hadn't practiced with, and it sliced the apples, I believe, to be a little too thin. And I'll bet that created an unpleasant consistency for the sandwich. Because I had been practicing all month with the recipe I had kind of pieced together, and I had pulled off a very delicious combination. And I am really surprised with how bad I did. But there was that major variable that I changed. And my lesson for that is don't change that important level variable at the last minute without testing the results. So I definitely learned from the experience, and who knows, maybe I'll try again. Today at work was really interesting. I have decided a new project to focus one of those overall goals. So one of my overall goals is to document how we are creating our dynamic blocks for ease of recreating the functionality later if we want to use it with, different visual components. And I've really never taken this kind of task. It's always been a very automated process. You just look up online, you piecemeal things together through different tutorials. And I've realized, how much of a handicap that can be. It's kind of like driving with the GPS on. You don't really learn the path you're going, you're just following the directions. And I feel that's kind of how it's gotten for me with the dynamic blocks, that I do constantly go back to reference. I don't really know how I put together some of the more complex combinations of the property sets. And so I'm going to focus on developing my ability to document these steps so they can be recreated later. And of course, it's nice to start with some very basic blocks. And I have some that I've recently been messing with that have just the basic functionality to rotate or align, depending on how they were needed. But currently these blocks have no text in them, but I thought it might be good to put in a couple of words, like describing what this item is. And we know we want our text to stay at the proper rotation, the orientated at 0, even though it rotates and aligns. And I have found a workaround with the align. So what I want to do is take both of these styles of blocks, put in the text, and then practice my ability to document the process, because you go through different steps to get the same result. with going rotate versus align. So I think that would be a really good intro for me to really document the differences. And then after I do the compare of the two, just even thinking about this got me contemplating a different way to approach the concept of the rotate, align, the whole point of keeping the text upright. And what I want to try is to create a specific text style and to see if I could get that alignment to override and stay at 0. And then if the text style is overridden, does that affect the way it behaves inside a block? I don't know, but I'm excited to find out. So I will let you guys know how that goes as it progresses. It's just going to be created as one of my projects. So hard to say when this gets filtered in because all these things happen in between my actual project work. So that's where you get more entries into the CAD Witches Grimoire. If you'd like to catch more, don't forget to hit subscribe. And until next time, merry meet, merry part, and merry meet again.